Hi Leo, welcome back. So Leo, this is going to be your October you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be dealing with. Keep in mind that it's a general reading, so you can resonate with either side. It can be interchangeable. Also, for a lot of you, it's going to be about an intimate partner, but not always. Sometimes it's about a family, friend, coworker. Just depends what shows up for you during this time frame. I'm placing the time frame of October around the reading, but really it can resonate at any point in time because time is but an illusion. But let's go ahead and get started. Leo, the overall shared energy is Virgo energy. Some of you may have that in your chart or be dealing with one during this time frame, and we are in Virgo season, so makes sense that the energy would be such. This is all about being efficient, insightful, looking at your health patterns. It's a very refined type of energy. All right. On the other side of that, it can be a bit overcritical of self in particular, kind of a nervous or a perfectionist energy. So something to watch for, whether that's you or the person you're dealing with. So yes, let's go ahead and get started. Your supporting energy is the Hierophant. So this is highlighting relationships and commitments for a lot of you, but this can also be talking about your religious upbringing, your traditional beliefs, your parental figures, and for like 1% of you, for some reason, I heard devout Catholic. I have no idea what that's about. But you get what I mean. The traditions that we're taught that we carry all being highlighted for you during this time period. This person over here, they have the moon in reverse and the 5 of swords. So this person is definitely having some trouble listening to their intuition during this time frame. They may be very hyper-focused emotionally on some sort of loss or rejection, or just having a hard time getting their emotions into tune. They could be very hormonal during this time as well, as what I'm hearing. So whether they're masculine or feminine, we all have hormones. So let's get into this and see what this is all about for sure. Recent past energy for Leo. So you have the 6 of Swords here. The Knight of Wands. And FYI, I'm going to go into the recent past, your perception of each other, how you genuinely feel, your hopes and future energies. So Leo, 6 of Swords, Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Interesting. So there's this want or need to emotionally detach yourself from, people or things that just are coming at you. In the past energy, it just may have felt like, no matter how much you place distance, things always seem to be like coming at you. That's what I get, coming at you. This is a really intense energy. It's like somebody may be forcing their opinion on you, taking action, and you're not in agreements with it, and you're just trying to place distance, and this person doesn't know boundaries maybe. And or this could be you. Of course, it can be interchangeable, but I just get this sense of like wanting to take the most right action, but not really knowing how to do it without, offending someone else is what I'm getting. Like, by you simply doing what you feel is best for you, you may fear, or it may actually have really pissed someone off. And I feel like all you're trying to do, Leo, is follow what your higher guidance is telling you, to move you in the right direction. I don't feel it's personal towards this person, although it may be. But I feel this person is taking it personal, or possibly someone may have distanced themselves from you and you took that personal. So it can be interchangeable, like I said. But it's like trying to decide on the most right action and kind of being in and out with it, and then some sort of quick or hasty communication that kind of came along with that energy, all right? And so this is past energy leading up into the now. Intense start, all right? So let's see what's going on this person's side. Nine of Wands, the Hanged Man, the Seven of Pentacles, okay. So, and the Five of Swords. This person's past energy is guarded and defensive. At the same time, they're getting a different perspective. And what they're getting a different perspective on is what they want to actually invest their time and energy into. I feel like this person, you know, may feel very disconnected or have had issues with, like I said, feeling disconnected, either from this connection or from themselves. You know, feeling that disconnect between wanting things that are going to bring them stability in life versus kind of like mentally not being able to listen to their own intuition, and then getting defensive or protective, say if someone was to try and maybe speak to them about this, or, you know, yeah. Like this person may be very critical about themselves, critical on themselves. They may require a lot of solitary time. That might just be their persona in general, or just how they've been in the past energy. They may also be someone that's very ritualistic, and I don't mean that in like a witchy way. I mean that in like they like what they like and that's what they like, you know, like very creature of habit, possibly. But I feel a sense of disconnection on this person's side, you know, and some strife going on. All right. So let's see your perception of this person. Now keep in mind that perception is in the eye of the beholder. Okay. So that might be your truth, but it may not be their truth. But we'll start there. Your perception of this person is the Star, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. Yes. I heard two-sided. Either there's two sides to the story or two sides to this person or you, but I heard two-sided. All right, so your perception is the Star, the Page of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Queen of Cups. So, Leo, you know, you perceive this person as someone who definitely is, I heard self-involved. Gosh, I'm getting a lot of negative messages. I'm not like too crazy about that. You know, you got to watch how you think about other people too, Leo, because sometimes the way you think about other people is a reflection of something deeper inside of yourself. And I don't mean to get like all preachy on you, and I'm not saying you don't have reason to. I'm just saying it doesn't really serve you emotionally to constantly focus on the bad aspects of a person, even if it's deserving. Yeah. And if it's not you, that may be what they do to you. You know, they may be always pointing out that in you. And if that's the case, I would still do some inner work and see why that is, you know, what it is in you. All right. So I'm getting some really deep messages here. But not for all of you. Some of you see this person as someone who's very unique, someone who goes for what they want. You know, yeah, at the same time, I feel like it's hard to please this person. They may get easily angered, or they might be hypersensitive. For a few, they might be downright resentful or have that energy around them. Because I get like this person either can be very hypercritical, or maybe you're hypercritical of self as you reflect yourself off of this person, you know what I'm saying? So maybe they just have a critical eye in general, and you know, because they carry that aura, when you're around this person, you find yourself being self-critical or critical of them, you know, because energy like attracts like, energetically speaking, you know. So really interesting messages here. I feel like, Leo, you see hope here, though. I mean, you see some sort of new trail that you want to blaze, and willing to invest time and energy into self or into this connection, despite all of that, you know, despite that there's some emotional ickiness, for lack of a better term, going on right now. So let's see what this person's perception is of you, Leo. 7 of Cups. Could be this person's jealous as well, you know. They might have a jealous nature. Because I got the message about jealousy in my live readings on Sunday for the sign of Leo. And I really can't tell what side that's coming from, so take it as it resonates. But if this is resonating, go check out the live from Sunday, as that will also provide you some clarity. So 7 of Cups, Queen of Cups, 5 of Pentacles, 5 of Cups. Ooh, gosh. 9 of Cups. So when this person thinks about the connection, you know, they have some confusion here as to emotionally, you know, where they stand or how they feel. This person may self-isolate. This person may have abandonment issues. This person may really be someone who gets drained really easily emotionally. They may give too much or give too little of themselves. They definitely care too damn much about what other people think of them, you know, or you do, one or the other. Because we don't get emotionally drained like this unless we're either being really self-critical, condemning self, or condemning others. But in the process of condemning others, you condemn yourself. Yeah. And or it's like this person, they just let other people run their emotions, which means they lack emotional control. And yet this person sees success to be had, you know. They could be having some financial success during this time frame where you might be, and they see that. Again, this is very specific. I just get that this person, you know, they have some choices to make. And emotionally speaking, they are trying to come into balance with that. They may require some alone time to do that. They may self-isolate when they're not feeling the best, you know, so that they can get into a good emotional space again. So that they can call success in. So it's not all bad over here. So let's go into genuine emotions and how you genuinely feel towards this connection. That was kind of our surface level ego. We're going to go into the ethereal now. Your genuine feelings towards the connection. Page of Cups, the Death card. Ace of Cups. Wow. You got a lot of love here, Leo. No surprise. Leo's always got a lot of love to give. Yeah. And the Strength card. Okay, I have a song in my head, and it's actually a really, really dark song. And I'm not going to promote it because I don't really like the darkness of the song, but one of the lyrics is, I love you, but I love myself more. I love you, but I love myself more. That could be something that you're working on, Leo, where you have love for someone, but you're needing to love yourself a little bit more. And you can really never go wrong by loving yourself, because honestly, you can't give love that you don't also have, you know, and you have to fill your own cup up, so to speak. So you should always love self and love your connection and your divineness, and stand in that confidence, Leo. And then from that space of feeling at ease with who you are and happy with who you are, then you give from that space. What you don't do is, you know, degrade yourself, let your boundaries go into depression, and then try and show love or give love to someone else, because it's not going to be reciprocated because you're not giving it to yourself. And it starts with us. You can't manifest something that you don't feel. Well, let me change that. You always manifest what you feel. You can't fool law of attraction and source. So again, I don't mean to get preachy on you. Dang, Leo. This is an intense reading. And I guess for those of you that are curious, I believe it's a song by Kanye West. It goes really dark though. And that's why I don't want to encourage it, because it goes really dark. But that's the lyric that came up in my mind. So I feel like emotionally, self-love is important. Feeling that self-love. To be quite honest with you, Leo, I see you going into a very nice energy of, you know, you might have a naysayer here, or you might have someone that's not happy with the path that you're choosing. But I feel that that's where that message comes in. I gotta love myself. You know, I got to honor myself, right? So I feel like if you have accepted less than what you're deserving emotionally, you're done with that. You're done with that. So emotionally, you're wanting, you know, the full love, and you're going to get it by giving that full love to self. This is intense. All right, so Leo, the person that you are dealing with, how do they genuinely feel towards the connection and the ethereal and the depth of their emotion? What is the genuine feelings with the connection? The Emperor. I heard the word stoic. The Wheel of Fortune, the Devil. Okay, that makes sense now. Oh, goodness. Five of Swords again. Y'all, I didn't even realize I was using this deck. I said weeding. This reading is by far the craziest reading I've done this time around. I always switch decks between you and the person you're dealing with, and I didn't. And I'm going to keep it, because obviously I did it for a reason, because y'all can't tell me this is a coincidence. They have the Five of Swords. This is rejection, loss in their overall energy. Five of Swords here. This is from that deck. Five of Swords in the recent past. That's that disconnection I felt. In their emotional self, different deck. Five of Swords. 5, 5, 5. This person's going through some massive change, and it may cause some massive conflict. And it doesn't have to be external conflict. It can be internal conflict. But I'm seeing that this person, the stoicness, is coming from a place of genuine codependency. Could be heavy addictions. If not addictions, this person emotionally has a very, very dark shadow self that they are needing to work with during this time frame. That could be where the emotional draining energy is coming from. You know, it's like this person emotionally wants to be this strong force to deal with, but then karmically speaking, they give away their power, and they give away their power, and they give away their power. And how do they do that? They do that by lacking emotional control over themselves, and therefore they experience the lack thereof emotional control in their external life, which takes the form of loss and rejection and all of these things that they do not want. So you see why, if you're dealing with this, it's okay to have love and hold love for this person, but you need to love yourself more. Because I know Leos like to fix, right? And Leos don't leave connections, whether it's intimate or a family member or friend. They just don't, because you're loyal, you're Leo. You know, you are also a fixed sign, so you don't give up easily. And I'm not saying to give up. I'm really not. I'm saying it's okay to hold love if you want for this person. But what I'm saying is you don't do that at the expense of yourself. you know. And if holding love for this person makes you feel a certain way and it is at the expense of yourself, then that could be why you're needing to follow higher guidance. You know, that could be what the higher guidance is about, is, you know, taking a look at that and seeing how is that working out for me, you know. So what do you genuinely want? You want the Ace of Wands, inspiration, change, new, passion. You got all this love here. Emotionally, you know, your cup runneth over, honestly. And it's being presented to you, made obvious to you during this time frame. So why not add a little bit of inspiration as well? What's this person's genuine hope? Queen of Wands. Some of them, their hope is you, is whether you're masculine or feminine, you know, because this is your energy. If not, for others of you, it's like this person's hoping for magic. like this will magically just fix itself and they won't have to change anything and it'll just smooth over, you know, but they're not wanting to do the work, or maybe they don't even know how. They have tried to get a different perspective and maybe started on that work and then they got in their own way, and then emotionally they're kind of stuck right now. And that's using that term very lightly. But I feel like this person is definitely wanting to break loose of that, but, you know, and wanting to feel more free in the energy. But they, see, now they put themselves in their own self-imposed prison, and nobody's putting them there. Nobody's putting this person in this emotional space. That's a choice. So what is the future most likely outcome? Now keep in mind the most likely future outcome is based on free will. So that means you can change the future outcome, okay? It's your life. You're in the driver's seat. But let's see, based on today's energy, where is it headed? The Chariot. The Queen of Swords. The Four of Cups. There's that sense of rejection here. The Eight of Wands. All right, so where's the Four of Cups coming from? Oh my goodness. The Seven of Cups. Okay, I see. Hold on one second. Kind of an extra message, so I'll keep this for the side because I love you, Leo, and this is complex, so you probably need all the clarity you can get. So the extra message came out: Six of Cups, the Magician, the Hangman, the Ten of Swords, and the Five of Cups. I'm going to keep that over there. So I feel like, Leo, in the future energy, here's this progress and movement forward. Here's this, you know, drawing the line in the sand. This is what I want. I feel like this person is not interested in hearing it, honestly. Or it could be that what you have to give, they reject, or vice versa. And it's because there's either too many people, too many choices involved for a few of you, or this person's very emotionally confused. Obviously, this person cannot make a clear choice when emotionally they are like that. You know, this is not rational. This is not a rational person, or at least they may not be rational when they're in these darker emotions, okay? I'm not saying they're not ever rational. I'm just saying when they get sucked into this devil energy, this is not someone you're going to be able to rationalize with, Leo, you know? So it's best to ignore if that's the case, or detach, you know? So I see you making progress, drawing some lines in the sand, communicating that someone doesn't want to hear it, or, you know, there's still emotional confusion here, you know, disinterest as well for some of you, whether it's you or they. And then there was this extra message over here, and I'm not sure if it's for you or them, because at this point I've gotten the cards intertwined. But I feel like there's something here about the past manifesting and getting a different perspective about something that you felt was a betrayal or an ending that someone has a lot of deep regret about. you know, this person may have a lot of regrets that they're carrying around. It may be related to you. It may have nothing to do with you. It could be a mix of lots of different things that's happened to them in their life that made them stop trusting in a higher power or their intuition, you know, and it's got them stuck in the lower vibrational energy, hence why the devil's showing up here. And it's something about the past, you know, and or you're feeling that, because like I said, it can be you or them, but there's regret surrounding that, you know. But it's like that hyper focus on the regret is not going to pull this person out of it. It's just going to keep perpetuating it and keep perpetuating it and keep perpetuating it, because what you think about and what you feel is what you manifest. So if all this person thinks about is shoulda, coulda, wouldas, that didn't work out, that didn't work out, rejection, 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 and then they have dwelled in that for so long, they become addicted, resentful, depressed, and that's now their baseline emotion. And those are just examples, but their baseline emotion is that energy. Then there is no other choice but to continue to manifest that path, because you think about it, you feel it, you get it. You think about it, you feel it, you get it. If you're thinking those negative thoughts, you're feeling those negative thoughts, you're going to keep getting evidence of it. Self-fulfilling prophecy. And Leo, I can see that you have so much love, so much love, so much love, so much hope, you know, and trying to do the right thing, but you can't fix other people. And this person needs therapy maybe, or needs to understand that they are responsible for fixing themselves, and stop looking to others or possibly to you for you to make that okay for them. You know, that's kind of tough love, you know. And what was the mantra? I love you, but I love myself more. This person needs to take on that mantra too. I love you, I love myself more. I love myself so much I'm going to get well again. I love myself so much that I am no longer going to look outside of me for validation. I love myself so much that I'm no longer going to give focus and thoughts to things that no longer serve me. I love myself so much, I'm going to see that there's a new and better path for me. I love myself so much that I will only ever focus on things that bring me joy and happiness, because that is the path to my enlightenment. And that is my path and connection with Source. That is the mantra I want to give to your cross watcher. All right. And for you, honestly. So let's see their future energy. Sorry. I don't usually get this preachy in readings, you know. Of course, I have my own beliefs, but this reading is so specific. It's going to hit every button or none. And I'm sorry for those of you this may not resonate with. Come back and catch me for the next reading. But this is definitely for someone that needs to hear it. So, King of Pentacles, the Fool, the High Priestess, and Temperance. Woo! We don't went down all that road, and here's this person maybe taking that advice, hopefully, yes. Their future energy. This person's ready for a new beginning, Leo. They are coming to understand that they need to be comfortable with themselves, and they may be finding comfort in their home with themselves. Introverting, I feel like that's like their go-to. They're getting downloads from their higher self. You know, they are maybe taking a risk and just trying something new in a different way, listening to their intuition, feeling that confidence, going into that confidence. So maybe I just gave this speech for no reason, because I feel like this person's intuition is already pulling them there, you know, without really much of you having to do or anyone else having to do anything. I think this person, they genuinely want the self-sufficiency. They genuinely want, you know, to have a new beginning. They want to feel comfortable with themselves. They want to feel secure with themselves. That's their desire. And the only thing blocking them from that is their belief that they cannot have it. Once they get out of that thought and they believe that it's possible, it is for them, and they start doing that work, and I actually see them doing that, then that's when this is going to turn around for them. So I think this person is coming aware to all of the things that I just said, and refocusing onto dedicating time to themselves. And because of that, they're going to get some clarity during this time frame. They're putting the dots together. Some of them are putting it together by watching this reading. And it's all connecting. And hallelujah, because this energy here, night and day. So it could just be this person's going through a tough time, or have been going through a tough time, doing some shadow work, and they are finally getting ready to relinquish that. And it starts small, baby steps, working on self. The first part is getting comfortable with who you are and expecting better. You're drawing the line in the sand, you know, making some progress over here, loving yourself and holding space open, I think, for this person. I think you have empathy, if nothing else, downright love for some of you. I think you're looking for healing, you know, and to follow what's in your highest good regardless. So Leo, that was a doozy. Let me tell you what zodiac signs you might be dealing with. I have Sagittarius, I have Aries here, I have Capricorn, I have Aries again, I have Leo, I have Pisces, I have Scorpio, Virgo, Aquarian energy, Cancer energy, Taurus energy. I think I said Sagittarius as well. Yeah, Piscean energy. And Gemini energy. So that's what I have for you. Please do let me know if it resonated down in the comments down below. Also, do give me a like, share, and subscribe, please. You can check me out on Facebook and Instagram for more live videos. A Tarot Time with Dana, also linked in the description box and in the About section of my YouTube. Also, don't forget to check out my merchandise. I have some new stuff in there. Until next time, my friends, either way, namaste.